I have emotion list of over 2,300 emotions. Look, I'm Simon Blake, and this topic is very important. Let's learn together. Both for actors and musicians, especially when they're doing music videos with emotional preparation. Before we get into the topic, releasing emotions after doing your acting scenes will increase your talent. In fact, in my opinion, it deepens your own relationships with your own emotions. Let's jump into this. This will improve you as an actor and musician. We are covering maintaining emotional health and well-being, preserving authenticity and performance energy, enhancing emotional flexibility and future acting readiness. Then we will wrap it up with overall summary. Check the chapter sections of this video. And I'm glad you're here. Let's learn together. Maintaining emotional health and well-being as an actor. For actors, emotional health is the foundation of authentic, compelling performances, yet it's often overlooked amidst the intensity of craft. Acting requires deep engagement with complex feelings, joy, sadness, anger, fear, that fuel storytelling and bring characters to life. However, without proper care, these powerful emotions can accumulate, leading to emotional fatigue, burnout, or even long-term mental health challenges. That's why it is crucial for actors to consciously release excess emotion after working a scene. Releasing emotions acts as an emotional reset. When an actor immerses themselves fully in a scene, they access raw, genuine feelings that can be draining if held on. If these feelings linger, they can interfere with daily life, resulting in mood swings, stress, or emotional instability. Prolonged emotional carryover can also diminish the actor's capacity to stay grounded, balanced, and resilient outside the craft. By intentionally releasing residual emotion, actors protect their mental and emotional well-being. It prevents the emotional fatigue that leads to burnout, ensuring they remain energized and enthusiastic for future roles. Acting is emotionally demanding. If emotions remain unprocessed, they can accumulate and contribute to anxiety, depression, or emotional exhaustion over time. Developing healthy release techniques, such as breathing exercises, grounding activities, or emotional journaling, helps actors process these feelings safely, promoting long-term mental health. Furthermore, releasing excess emotion fosters emotional clarity. When an actor clears their mind and heart of unneeded feelings, they maintain focus, objectivity, and a sense of balance. This clarity allows for more truthful performances in subsequent scenes and prevents emotional confusion or overwhelm. It also cultivates self-awareness, enabling actors to distinguish between their genuine feelings and the characters, which is essential for authenticity. In essence, prioritizing emotional release is an act of self-care that sustains an actor's well-being. It nurtures resilience in the face of emotional challenges, keeps creativity flowing, and ensures that acting remains a source of fulfillment rather than a drain. For actors committed to their craft and their health, consciously releasing excess emotion after scenes is a vital practice, one that preserves their mental health, enhances their performance, and supports a sustainable, rewarding acting career. Remember, I am Simon Blake. Let's learn together. It is key to know how and where to access your emotion into expressions. Let's start. Preserving authenticity and performance energy. For an actor, authenticity is the cornerstone of compelling storytelling. When performances feel genuine, audiences connect, believe, and are transported into the world of the character. However, emotional energy is like a delicate fuel. If it's not properly managed, it can become depleted or distorted over time, threatening both the actor's performance quality and their overall efficacy. Remember emotionalpreparation.com. Okay. So, one of the primary reasons actors must release excess emotion after a scene is to preserve their authenticity. When an actor immerses deeply into a character's emotional landscape, they access raw, visceral feelings. If these feelings are not released or processed, they can linger, influencing the actor's mood and perception well beyond the scene. This emotional residue can cause the actor to perform with exaggerated or inauthentic reactions in future scenes, leading to performances that feel forced or disconnected. Additionally, unreleased emotion can create a phenomenon known as emotional carryover, where feelings from one scene bleed unintentionally into the next. This contamination can distort the character's truth or cause the actor to perform based on residual feelings rather than fresh, truthful impulses. By consciously releasing these emotions, actors clear the mental and emotional slate, allowing each performance to stand independently and authentically, untainted by previous emotional states. Beyond authenticity, releasing excess emotion is vital for performance energy. Acting is physically and psychologically demanding. Sustained emotional intensity without release can lead to exhaustion and burnout. When actors hold on to feelings, they deplete their energy reserves, which diminishes their ability to perform with vitality, spontaneity, and nuance. Releasing excess emotion restores and refreshes their energy levels, ensuring each scene is driven by genuine, lively engagement rather than emotional fatigue. Furthermore, emotional release helps maintain an actor's mental clarity. By letting go of unneeded feelings, actors can think more clearly, respond more spontaneously, and stay present in the moment. This mental clarity is essential for delivering truthful reactions and making bold, true choices without being weighed down by past emotional baggage. In conclusion, releasing excess emotion after a scene is a vital practice for actors committed to preserving their authenticity and sustaining their energy. It safeguards their ability to deliver honest, dynamic performances, keeps their emotional and physical well-being intact, and allows them to approach each scene with freshness and truth. In doing so, actors ensure that their craft remains a powerful, genuine expression of their artistry, an essential ingredient for captivating, memorable performances. I have a motion list of over 2,300 emotions and books of all this stuff. Part 3. Enhancing emotional flexibility and future acting readiness. For actors, emotional flexibility is the backbone of effective, adaptable performance. It allows them to dive into a wide range of characters, moods, and situations with ease and authenticity. But maintaining this flexibility requires a crucial practice: the conscious release of excess emotion after working in a scene. When an actor immerses themselves fully in a character's emotional landscape, they tap into a profound, often intense well of feelings. Without proper release, these emotions can become lodged within the actor, creating emotional clutter that hampers their ability to switch between different roles or moods effortlessly. This emotional buildup can lead to rigidity, where the actor becomes less responsive to new stimuli, or emotional fatigue, which diminishes their capacity to engage with diverse characters authentically. Releasing excess emotion clears this clutter, much like cleaning a lens, restoring clarity. It opens up space for new feelings and experiences, giving actors the ability to adapt their emotional responses quickly and convincingly. This process helps prevent emotional exhaustion and fosters resilience. So when a new scene calls for joy, sorrow, or anger, the actor is ready, emotionally fresh, open, and available. As we learn together, make some notes for references for later. Moreover, a key aspect of acting is the skill to access a wide palette of feelings on demand. When emotions remain stored and unprocessed, they risk becoming rigid or inaccessible, limiting the actor's expressive range. By releasing excess feelings, actors cultivate emotional agility, the ability to switch seamlessly between states, embodying a variety of characters and scenarios with authenticity. This flexibility is vital for rehearsals, auditions, and performances where adaptability often determines success. Additionally, releasing emotions supports mental and physical health. Holding on to intense feelings can lead to emotional burnout, irritability, or even anxiety. When actors develop habits to safely process and let go of their feelings, they build emotional resilience, which enhances their capacity to learn new roles, handle rejection, and cope with the emotional demands of their craft. This ongoing self-care sustains their long-term ability to perform dynamically, creatively, and confidently. Emotionalpreparation.com has hundreds of emotions and references. Plus, join the community and watch it grow. In summary, consciously releasing excess emotion after scenes is essential for future acting readiness and emotional flexibility. It ensures actors remain adaptable, emotionally agile, and physically energized to meet the diverse demands of their craft, making their performances not only truthful, but also sustained over time. This practice nurtures both their artistry and well-being, empowering them to continually grow and evolve as versatile, resilient performers. Part 4. Let's get into it. Reasons why it's important for actors to release excess emotion after a scene. For actors, immersing themselves in deep emotional work is essential for creating authentic performances. However, it's equally important to consciously release the excess emotions they access during a scene. This practice is vital for maintaining their mental, emotional, and physical well-being, as well as ensuring ongoing artistic growth. First, releasing emotion prevents emotional fatigue and burnout. Acting often involves intense feelings, grief, anger, joy, that can be draining if left unprocessed. Holding on to these feelings can lead to emotional exhaustion, making it difficult for actors to stay energized or focused in future scenes. Releasing negative or overwhelming emotions helps clear mental clutter, protecting their psychological health. Second, it preserves the actor's emotional authenticity and performance freshness. Unreleased emotions may linger and influence subsequent performances, causing them to feel forced, inauthentic, or disconnected from the character. Proper release allows actors to approach each scene with a clear, genuine emotional presence, ensuring their performances remain truthful and spontaneous. Third, releasing emotions supports emotional flexibility. Over time, unprocessed feelings can create rigidity, making it harder for actors to switch between diverse roles or emotional states. Clearing these feelings keeps their emotional responses adaptable, enabling them to embody a wide range of characters and scenarios. Finally, this practice promotes overall well-being by safely processing and letting go of feelings. Actors reduce stress and build emotional strength. This self-care not only benefits their mental health, but also improves their capacity to learn, grow, and sustain a long, healthy career in acting. In sum, releasing excess emotion is an essential discipline for actors. It safeguards their mental health, preserves the authenticity of their performances, enhances emotional flexibility, and ensures they can serve their craft creatively and sustainably. All key ingredients for a successful, fulfilling acting journey. This is the final words for this video. Get to work and learn these emotions and how to release them. And SK questions, stay active on the platform.